The average modern life is now crowded by roughly 300,000 individual items. This unprecedented scale of physical accumulation has reached a tipping point where the things we own are actively making us miserable. This drive to acquire is an inheritance from our ancestors. In the scarce environments of the deep past, gathering resources and signaling status through possessions were essential survival behaviors. Our brains are biologically hardwired to endlessly collect. We are currently experiencing an evolutionary mismatch. While the digital marketplace offers hyper-convenient access to endless inventory, the human mind is still interacting with the world as if it were an ancestral environment from thousands of years ago. This mismatch is exploited by our own social insecurities. When we perceive a threat to our status or experience social rejection, our hormones trigger a compensatory drive to buy more, attempting to regain security through conspicuous consumption. The modern marketplace has hijacked our biology, trapping us in a cycle where our basic survival instincts are the primary drivers of our stress. This cycle is powered by the hedonic treadmill. Every new purchase generates a temporary spike in happiness, but we quickly adapt to the new item, returning to a baseline emotional state and prompting a craving for the next acquisition. The result is a home environment that feels less like a sanctuary and more like a warehouse for retail therapy purchases, unused subscriptions, and mounting clutter. Maintaining, organizing, and simply perceiving these objects creates a persistent background demand on our limited attention. The relationship between owner and object has inverted. We find ourselves serving the needs of the items we originally bought to serve us. The true cost of this disorder is visible at the cellular level, measured in the chaotic firing of impulses between our neurons. Yale researchers found visual clutter disrupts information flow in the primary visual cortex. When excess objects fill our view, electrical data streams become bottlenecked and scattered. Processing this constant noise forces the brain into sensory overload, pushing our cognitive load meter into the red zone. Chronic visual clutter represents a physiological drain on the brain's energy, taxing our cognitive resources simply to maintain a baseline level of awareness. This neurological strain manifests physically in our hormones. A UCLA study tracked the stress levels of families as they provided guided tours of their own homes. Participants who used words like mess, clutter, or unfinished to describe their homes exhibited significantly higher physical indicators of distress. The biological proof was in their cortisol levels, showing flatter diurnal slopes, meaning their stress hormones failed to drop normally throughout the day. This persistent hormonal stress leads to decision fatigue and self-regulatory failure, making it increasingly difficult to manage the very environment causing the distress. Physical disorder keeps us trapped in a biological loop of anxiety, steadily consuming the cognitive bandwidth we need for emotional stability. Minimalism functions as a biological intervention against this overload. By intentionally limiting visual stimuli, we reduce the computational demand on our visual cortex and preserve our mental energy for higher-level tasks. Minimalist architecture uses light, proportion, and empty space to foster mental clarity. These designs remove the visual noise that triggers our ancient fight or flight responses. The UCLA data confirmed that restorative, decluttered homes allow the endocrine system to recover. Occupants of these spaces show healthy, steep declines in cortisol, reversing the symptoms of chronic stress. Establishing an orderly physical environment allows the body to return to a natural, restorative hormonal rhythm. Choosing to own less aligns with our psychological needs for autonomy and competence. We find fulfillment not through accumulation, but through the intentional control of our surroundings. Practical shifts like the one-in, one-out rule and prioritizing meaningful experiences over physical objects provide immediate relief from the burden of maintenance. An organized physical environment serves as the foundation for sustained attention and mental peace. Choosing to live with less buys back your time, focus, and freedom. Liberate one space today and experience.